On a dark, misty night, far from the bustling city, there lay a quiet, lonely road. The moon, hiding behind thick clouds, cast eerie shadows. It was on this desolate path that our group of friends found themselves, a place where even the bravest heart might quiver. As they trudged along, they stumbled upon an oddity, a mysterious gas can, sitting forsaken by the roadside. Curiosity danced in their eyes, and a spark of adventure ignited their souls. Without much thought, they decided to bring the enigmatic gas can along for the ride. It seemed harmless enough, a relic of a forgotten journey, but little did they know, fate had a sinister hand to play. Their excitement masked any inkling of the lurking danger that clung to their newfound companion. As the miles rolled by, a strange unease settled upon the group. Odd noises echoed in the quiet, and shadows seemed to whisper secrets just out of reach. Each passing moment brought a new unsettling event, like ripples in a pond, spreading fear through their hearts. The gas can, once an innocent relic, now held an air of malevolence. It was as if the very fabric of reality had frayed. Objects moved of their own accord, and chilling drafts swept through the air, uninvited. Whispers echoed through the night, carrying with them a cold, bone-deep dread. Each event, more perplexing and terrifying than the last, seemed woven into the cursed tapestry of the gas can's legacy. Fear, like a creeping vine, wound its tendrils around the hearts of the group. Uneasy glances exchanged in the moonlight betrayed their shared trepidation. The once sturdy bonds that held them together now strained under the weight of uncertainty. It became painfully clear that the gas can, once a source of curiosity, was now a harbinger of doom. Desperation gripped them, and with trembling hands, they sought to rid themselves of the cursed artifact. They tossed it away, hoping to leave it behind on the forsaken road, but with a malevolent chuckle, it reappeared among them. Their futile attempts only fueled the gas can's wicked game, leaving them feeling trapped in a nightmare with no escape. Days turned to restless nights, and trust among the group began to crumble like old parchment. Suspicion, once a foreign concept, now festered in their hearts. Each sideways glance, each hushed conversation, was a testament to the erosion of their unity. The gas can, once a mere curiosity, had become a catalyst for discord. In their quest for answers, they delved into the annals of forgotten lore. Through dusty pages and whispered legends, they unraveled the dark history behind the cursed gas can. It was a relic of a time when shadows held dominion, a vessel for malevolent forces seeking to wreak havoc upon unsuspecting souls. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the group understood that breaking the curse would require more than mere determination. The curse's grip tightened with each passing moment. Time, once a friend, now seemed a cruel adversary. They'd raced against the inexorable march of minutes, seeking a solution that remained tantalizingly out of reach. Every heartbeat echoed with the urgency of their quest, a drumbeat of desperation. In the shadow of impending doom, difficult decisions loomed. Sacrifices, both literal and metaphorical, weighed heavily on their hearts. Bonds forged in adversity were tested, and choices were made that would forever alter the course of their lives. The path to freedom was fraught with pain, but they marched forward, determined to confront the malevolent force that held them captive. The final reckoning arrived, a showdown with the malevolent force that had cast its dark shadow upon them. The air crackled with tension as they stood face to face with the embodiment of their torment. In that climactic moment, courage found its voice, and they summoned every ounce of strength to challenge the malevolence that sought to claim them. A tempest of wills raged, a battle between light and darkness. The air seemed to hum with the intensity of their struggle. Sacrifices were made, and resolve hardened like steel. Through sheer determination and unwavering unity, they forged a path to break the curse's suffocating hold. As the final tendrils of the curse relinquished their grip, a heavy stillness settled upon the weary souls. The weight of their ordeal hung in the air, a testament to the strength that had carried them through. They looked upon each other, their gazes filled with a mixture of exhaustion and triumph. The curse was broken, but the scars remained, a reminder of their harrowing journey. Though the curse was vanquished, its echo lingered in the corners of their lives. Dreams were haunted by shadows of the past, and whispers of the gas can's malevolence still brushed against their consciousness. Each creaking floorboard, each rustling leaf, held a ghostly reminder of the horrors they had faced. The experience had left an indelible mark, a testament to the enduring power of true horror. With a mixture of relief and trepidation, the group parted ways, forever bound by the shared crucible of their ordeal. The road ahead was uncertain, but they carried with them the knowledge that they had faced the darkest of forces and emerged victorious. A sense of unease lingered, a reminder that some horrors can never truly be forgotten. And so, they'd walked into the world, forever changed by their encounter with the cursed gas can. On a long, quiet road, far from the city's busy streets, there was a group of friends on a road trip. The road seemed to stretch on forever, surrounded by nothing but endless fields. They were in good spirits, laughing and sharing stories, until they noticed the needle on the fuel gauge approaching E. Panic swept over them like a dark cloud. They needed gas, and they needed it fast. With worried eyes scanning the horizon, they saw a small building in the distance. It looked like an old, forgotten gas station. Their hopes flickered, and they decided to take the chance. As they approached, a strange feeling settled in their stomachs. The gas station was not as they expected. Rust covered the pumps, and the lights overhead flickered, casting eerie shadows. Weeds grew tall, reclaiming the ground. It felt like a place long abandoned. A faded sign caught their eye. Its letters were worn, but the message was clear: beware the haunted past. Goosebumps prickled their skin. This place held secrets, dark ones. They exchanged nervous glances, unsure of what awaited them. A creaking sound announced his arrival. An elderly man, hunched and weathered, stood before them. He seemed to appear out of thin air. His eyes held a knowing sadness, and his voice was a whisper on the wind. He was the only soul in sight, and his presence sent shivers down their spines. The old man spoke in riddles, hinting at the gas station's grim history. Faint whispers echoed through the air, like faint cries for help. Shadows danced at the edges of their vision. Fear hung heavy in the air, and they realized they were not alone. Their car refused to start, as if held by invisible hands. Panic surged through them. They were trapped, entangled in the gas station's sinister grasp. Desperation clawed at their hearts as they tried to make sense of the nightmare unfolding around them. Each member of the group felt the icy touch of the past. Ghostly figures appeared, their faces etched in pain. They reached out, pleading for release. The air grew colder with each passing moment. Terror pulsed through their veins, and they knew they were facing something beyond their understanding. In a hushed tone, the old man confessed his own tragic tale. He was bound to this place, a prisoner of the vengeful spirits that tormented them all. His voice trembled as he begged them to find a way to set them free. The weight of the past hung heavy in the air. Together, they scoured the gas station for clues. In a hidden room, they discovered a grim secret. The answers they sought were laced with darkness, but they knew they had to press on. Time was running out, and the spirits grew more restless. With hearts pounding, they faced the malevolent force that held the spirits captive. The air grew thick with tension as a battle of wills commenced. Shadows writhed and voices rose, testing their resolve. They stood united, determined to bring an end to the torment. In the darkest hour, one among them made a brave choice. They offered themselves as a beacon of hope, a beacon of light. With selfless courage, they faced the heart of the darkness, knowing that their sacrifice could free them all. As dawn broke, a profound change washed over the gas station. The air seemed to sigh in relief, no longer weighed down by sorrow and despair. The once haunted place now stood in quiet serenity, its past laid to rest. They left the transformed gas station, forever changed by the horrors they'd witnessed. The road stretched out before them, but their hearts carried the memory of that fateful night. They knew they would never forget the haunted gas station. As the miles passed, they looked back on their journey. The gas station was a chapter they would never forget. It was a tale of darkness and courage, of facing the unknown. They carried its lessons with them, a reminder that even in the bleakest moments, there can be a glimmer of hope. The sun smiled down on 5 eager friends, embarking on a grand adventure in their trusty old van. Laughter danced through the air, carrying the promise of unforgettable moments. They were on a road trip to a place unknown, craving the thrill of discovery. As they journeyed further, the world outside transformed. Tall trees stood sentinel, their branches forming a canopy that swallowed the sunlight. The road ahead seemed endless, devoid of any signs of life. It felt like they had entered a forgotten realm, where time moved differently. Suddenly, a low beep pierced the air, and dread settled in their hearts. The gas gauge, once reassuringly steady, now pointed accusingly at empty. Anxiety gripped them as the reality sank in. They were miles away from any gas station, stranded in the wilderness. With a final sputter, the van came to a halt. Silence engulfed them, broken only by the distant whisper of the wind. Their hearts pounded in unison, echoing the stillness around them. They were marooned, their only companion the desolation stretching endlessly. Determination replaced despair, and they decided to split up, each taking a direction. Desperate waves were sent to passing cars, but they rolled on, oblivious to the stranded souls. Each step on the uneven road felt heavy with uncertainty. Among the gnarled trees, one of them stumbled upon an ancient, cryptic symbol etched into a moss-covered stone. It sent shivers down their spine, a silent warning from an unseen force. The wilderness held secrets, and they were now entangled in its enigmatic embrace. Reuniting, they exchanged their eerie discoveries. The air grew thick with tension, shadows playing tricks on their imagination. Every rustle of leaves became a potential threat. Fear wrapped its icy fingers around them, refusing to let go. With the fading light, their world plunged into a velvety darkness. The forest seemed to come alive, whispers of unseen creatures haunting the edges of their senses. Huddling together, they clung to one another, seeking solace in their shared vulnerability. From the shadows emerged a chilling presence, a malevolent force that toyed with their senses. Whispers grew louder, and unseen eyes watched their every move. Panic and dread swirled, their only certainty being the pressing need to escape this malefic grip. With hearts pounding, they mustered every ounce of strength to face the dual threats: the unforgiving wilderness and the ominous force. They devised a plan, armed with makeshift weapons, resolved to push back against the encroaching darkness. In their frantic struggle, they stumbled upon cryptic clues that hinted at the truth. The malevolent force was intertwined with the very heart of this forsaken place. The realization of their perilous situation sent a shiver of horror down their spines. Resources dwindled, hope flickered, but the fire of survival burned bright. Difficult choices were made, testing their resolve. They clung to the fragile promise of daylight, their only ally in this relentless battle. A climactic clash unfolded as the group faced the malevolent force head-on. Sweat and fear mingled in the air, their every breath a testament to their will to survive. The battle reached its zenith, an epic struggle between light and shadow. In the aftermath, they stood amidst the remnants of their ordeal. The truth was unveiled, revealing the origin of the malevolence that had sought to claim them. The survivors bore scars, both seen and unseen, forever marked by the horrors they had endured. As they left that forsaken place, a lingering unease settled in their hearts. The echoes of their harrowing journey would forever reverberate in their souls. They knew, with a bone-deep certainty, that they had witnessed something beyond the realm of ordinary fear.
Thank you for watching Whispering Tales TV. So don't forget to subscribe hit that notification bell, and join our community of fellow thrill seekers. Get ready for spine-tingling stories that will keep you up at night. Let the whispering tales begin.